Clearly, Iran fired around 200 missiles into Israel as retaliation to the killing of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, which has escalated now a lot of tension and a long conflict between Israel and Iran and its Arab allies, and triggering a bigger war in the Middle East. Seconds into the attack, Israel put up its anti-missile system to intercept Iran and also sounded air raid sirens as residents ran into bomb shelters. In fact, Israel's Iron Dome, which is often spoken of, but that's not really the one that sounded the alarm this time around. Iran's ballistic missiles were fired at a much higher altitude, and that the Iron Dome can only intercept short-range rockets. Israel, in fact, used the mid-range David Sling. That's the system that Israel used this time around, which is designed to shoot down ballistic missiles that was fired from 100 kilometers to 200 kilometers. It's developed and manufactured jointly by Israel's state-owned Rafael Advanced Defense Systems along with the United States. In fact, the long-range Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 interceptors were developed by Israel with an Iranian missile threat in mind. These systems are designed to engage threats both in and outside the atmosphere, and they operate at an altitude that allows for the safe dispersal of any non-conventional warheads. All these three systems, in fact, were last used by Israel in the month of April this year, just to intercept more than 300 drones, ballistic and cruise missiles that were actually launched by Iran. And now we've just received some breaking news that the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that the country had warned the United States against any interference during the Islamic Republic's retaliatory operation against Israel, stressing that any potential response by Israel regime and its supporters will be met with a severe and very, very hard-hitting response. In fact, he has made these remarks in a TV interview on Wednesday, just hours after Iran launched a barrage of these long-range ballistic missiles that we were just talking about at the occupied Palestinian territories, with at least 90% of them hitting the designated targets. Siddhant joins me now for the latest on this big news coming in right now. Siddhant, over to you. Just tell us a little bit more about the big threat that the Iranian foreign minister has issued.
Well, that's right. So, everyone knows this, that Israel has the backing of the United States. In fact, yesterday also, when Iran attacked Israel, at that time, both President Biden and Vice President Harris were in Situation Room monitoring the attack over Israel. And because of the U.S. Navy warships and the interceptors used by them, the attack was averted, or perhaps, those missiles were brought down. So U.S. and Israel are the two sides of the same coin, and Iran understands it very, very well. So Iran also understands the repercussions of what Iran has done yesterday by attacking Israel directly, engaging directly militarily. So this is a reason that since Iran doesn't have any other option, these threats are being issued against the government of U.S. and Iran is now warning U.S. Perhaps not to back Israel and to offer restraint. And if Israel attacks Iran, then there could be the counterattack again from the Iranian side, and it could have a bigger and a larger scale. So that's
absolutely. And Siddhant, we've already seen how the region is on the brink of a full-fledged war. This latest attack by Iran has only sparked fears of a full-scale war. You have Israel that has already vowed retaliation. Bibi, who has said that they will pay the price for it. Iran is also saying that they're going to come back even stronger. I wonder what happens in the next few hours. Tell us a little bit more about this urgent meeting that has been called by the UNSC. Many believe that nothing is going to come out of it, but what really can the other countries do to de-escalate tension?
Well, UNSC has been largely ineffective. We have seen that in last 1 year, especially if we talk about the conflict in the Middle East. So it's more kind of a signaling, and also it just gives a sense that which country is in which side, and it's not more than that. But as far as the ground reality is concerned, then then we're looking at situation getting escalated in days to come. Jewish New Year is going on. 7th of October, the first anniversary of the attacks on Israel, is on the next Monday. So next 1 week is going to be very, very critical as far as this ongoing conflict in Middle East is concerned, because Israel has taken a vow to finish all Iranian proxies once and for all. They have successfully eliminated Hamas and Hezbollah. They have broken the backbone of Iranian security framework, the axis of resistance. And Iran has no other options but to retaliate and to, also to kind of set a precedent and send out a message to its own people that we can also retaliate, we can also take revenge. And that was an idea behind what Iran did yesterday. But now, since ball is in Israel's court, so it's time for Iran to be worried about the safety of its citizens, because if Israel does anything similar, then it could have a very bad effect on ground in Iran.
Oh, absolutely. Siddhant, thanks so much for joining us. In a dramatic escalation of conflict, you have Iran sending these close to 200 missiles at Israel. For the benefit of our viewers who missed out on this big breaking news, here's a look at what happened last night when Iran sent those missiles that struck Israel. CNN's Jeremy reported from northern Israel, and he, in fact, observed multiple interceptor launches. Take a look at this report.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.